Hello and welcome to another Tuesday Tips with Terry. I hope you are having a great day so far. I know I am, because I get to create a video that hopefully will make you guys smile and help you out with some stuff that you're dealing with in your business. Today I wanted to talk to you about Squarespace websites and WordPress websites. I have probably been working in the web world since 1996, I want to say, when I was working at the Orlando Sentinel in their print department. And my whole background has been in graphics communications since I went to art school. And I loved working at the newspaper, but things were changing. Things were becoming more digital, and Orlando Sentinel got orlandosentinel.com, and then because they were part of the Tribune company, they got involved with AOL, and next thing you know, it was Digital City of Orlando. Yeah. And so I got involved doing sales and development for the online world, and I absolutely fell in love with it. So I went back to school at Georgia Tech, got a degree in digital media, and absolutely have just been loving it ever since. So to this day, I still love designing websites. I love writing copy. I love creating things that are delivered digitally. And it's just, given the fact that I came from the print world, the old school, where everything was done, by hand and with mechanical, hot press and letraset and all that old stuff that we used to use back then. And to have everything be able to be created so quickly now, it's remarkable. And so when I started working, actually building websites, I learned HTML, I learned JavaScript, I learned all that stuff when I went to Georgia Tech. And it was really exciting because I could create so much. Well, technology kept changing and improving and getting better, and new languages kept coming out, and all these different aspects of HTML were expanding, and style sheets, and so it got really sophisticated really fast. Well, keeping up with that was fun, but it was also really challenging. And so I had a lot of jobs while I was still working, in the corporate world before I started my business, and was working in all different types of platforms. Active server pages, .NET Nuke, there's a lot of different platforms that a lot of them are still being used today. Well, I think it was about 2009, and I was still building websites in Dreamweaver using HTML and style sheets and doing a lot of it by hand. And WordPress was relatively, still in its infancy, and it was growing in popularity because it was open source, and developers love open source stuff, right? So, not to give you the whole history, but one of my clients actually suggested that the website I was doing for them be built in Squarespace. And so I'm like, Squarespace? I have not heard of this. And so I took a look at it, and it was still, I think, in its probably second iteration. It was relatively new as well. It was kind of running in parallel timeline with WordPress. It came on a little bit after. Anyway, and so Squarespace is basically a similar platform to WordPress. However, it's a hosted service. So if you want to build a website, you might have seen Squarespace advertise on TV or online. They always do a Super Bowl commercial that's actually really kind of cool. They have a lot of different aspects as far as, these easy do-it-yourself kind of website tools like Wix and Weebly, and there's a whole bunch of other ones that are relatively, do-it-yourself kind of things. And they just don't really have the capacity to do something like either a traditional, like Active Server or .NET Nuke site could do, or that a WordPress site could do. Now, every different platform is going to have its pros and cons. When I started using Squarespace, what I absolutely loved about it was the speed to production and being live. And they've only improved the product over the years, like tremendously. And I still use it to this day. Still advocate for it. Actually a Squarespace Circle member. I've been using it for so long, and I use it for all of my clients. Websites and landing pages and everything. And the thing I love about Squarespace is it is one stop. It's turnkey. It basically, you pay for the hosting, whatever, level package you want. It's very affordable, like super affordable. And I have never, knock on wood, I've never had a Squarespace site get hacked or go down. And that's probably the number one reason that I love using it. The other thing is it's super, super easy for my clients to use it. They can upload blog posts, they can go in and make edits, they can even create pages if they want to. And it's so easy and intuitive and fabulous. Now, as far as extending it, you can extend it, you can have calendars in it. I mean, I just, I could go on and on about it for a while, but that's what I love about Squarespace. And I actually got an RFP for a website design, a full, kind of redo. And one of the criteria was it had to be in WordPress. And I don't support WordPress. I don't build in WordPress. It's just a business decision that I made. It's not like, it's good, bad, or indifferent. It's just there are certain things about WordPress site maintenance and support and management that is an added layer of complexity. And everything in my business is all about making marketing simple and growing your business the easiest and fastest and most elegant way possible while you can still be you. And WordPress for me just seemed like it had that extra layer of maintenance that I didn't want to burden my clients with. And so I just stopped using it. Now, do I know how to use WordPress? Do I know how to work in it? Yes, of course. My whole background is in website development. And there are rare instances where a client will come to me and they'll have a WordPress website and they'll need me to actually work with it. I've got 2 clients now like that. And one is a .NET Nuke website that I use, that I go in and I do regular content for them. I'm actually doing a really awesome lead generation strategy with them where I'm creating content every month. It's working really well. And then the other one's a WordPress site that I really don't do a lot in because there's another company that actually supports it and it requires a lot of maintenance. So if anybody ever wanted to ask or understand why I don't do WordPress websites, I have a couple of really great companies that I basically recommend. As far as to develop that stuff. WordPress can do a lot more if you have a lot of technical aspects or backend legacy databases that you want to integrate things or membership. I mean, even Squarespace can do membership sites. So I can get accomplished everything I need to with my Squarespace websites, and I love it. It's a great tool. So that's just my 2 cents on the difference. So I had to, turn down that RFP because of the requirements. And I said, but listen, if you are open to looking at a proposal that meets the same strategic needs as well as the requirements using Squarespace, I'm more than happy to provide a proposal for you and talk to you about it. So that's kind of how that ended up. But it's just a decision that I feel really good about. And so far it's been working pretty fabulous for the clients that I have. So anyway, if you have any questions about Squarespace, WordPress, or anything about what website platform that you should be using for your business, I'm more than happy to help to guide you through that process. Just give me a call. My number's on the website, better3.com, or you can email me at Terry, that's Terry with a Y, at better3.com. So anyway, there you go. That's my 2 cents on Squarespace and WordPress, and I hope it helped. All right, have a great week, and I will see you soon.